Movie notes on Elvis 2022 film, 10 November 2024 viewing. I just finished viewing this today, Sunday, 10 November 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And I felt some air coming up, and it feels like air conditioning, but it's winter, so it comes out cold sometimes. I'm like, okay. Anyway, so I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and for this viewing of this movie, Elvis 2022 film. My description is it's a biographical film about the life of musical artist Elvis Presley in the 1940s to the 1970s, including his romantic relationship with a woman named Priscilla from the perspective of his manager. Yeah, so like the narrator's the manager and stuff like that. And it goes all the way back to his first exposure. And it was at 1947, and then it said later he was born 1935, so he would have been approximately 12 years of age with the first exposure with a certain music scene, and then that was kind of like his like inspiration moment, kind of, so to speak. And then there was some backstory presented before that was introduced, but then it kind of jumped around in time a little bit. It was good. He said in here he died in 1977, which is, he died the same year as Werner Heisenberg, the German physicist. And I'm reading a book, Hiroshima, by John Hershey, and somebody in there died in 1977 as well. Was that guy also German? I was reading that today, and I was like, a bunch of people died in 1977. And then I watched this, and I was like, another one! And my dad graduated high school in 1977. Man, I'm like sweating over here. That's so much. Okay. So anyway, that stood out for this particular viewing because yeah, okay. Anyway, so I was watching this and I was like, he's an interesting actor. I have who shares were like some of the cheekbone stuff and some of the neck stuff. I was like, I look like him sometimes. So it was kind of an interesting one to watch where I was like, this is, I'm a she, her, hers, an actor, as he, him, his. So I was like, okay. So I was like looking at it and I was thinking about this. I've brought up Justin Bieber before. I have an idea for a trade out. We're going to drop the Justin Bieber and we're going to go Elvis. So in the future, for my PhD in physics in Italy pathway, do I decide to grow my hair out so I can dress up as Elvis for Halloween? I ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. I can't think. Do I make the announcement video 2 years in advance? My hair would have to grow out. Yes, so like if I were to actually do something like that, I would need to announce like multiple years in advance so that my hair could grow long enough to actually be Elvis. Look, for Halloween. Do I post the video on my second channel, the academia/research focused channel? Okay. Does it interrupt a particle physics videos publishing streak? Am I cold feeding my commitment on this one? I do not know what to do about his sideburns because I got none. All right. Maybe I go without the sideburns but do wear makeup. Do I get an encore request? Does it become my routine Halloween outfit? Do I keep my hair short long? Because I consider this short. This would be like short long. Yeah. Do I keep my hair short long just to be Elvis at Halloween every year? Would that mean I would be rocking my Elvis hair look at a Nobel Prize ceremony? It would have to be long enough first. So that was my digression into Halloween stuff. It was like, maybe this is more, at least from like this part up, like more of a possibility or for resemblance than Justin Bieber. I would guess my vocals might actually be better for an Elvis than a Justin Bieber as well. Not that it would be a perfect fit, but at least people might know. Okay. if this actor slash Elvis is mine, my soulmate, then there were 2 instances that registered with me as him communicating, I am not allowed to dance. They might be the clearest communication of that type with me yet. He also made rather clear he is mean / how he is mean one scene. Okay, next note. I got 2 more. Next note. In the end credits, visual effects were by Mr. X. That was the same as yesterday with the 2017 film American Made. I pointed that out yesterday and I was like watching the end credits and I was like, visual effects, Mr. X, and I was like, 2 movies in a row that I have caught on to it and I don't know about before that. Okay. Was that the Englishman and the Hill and the Mountain one? I put that on for my mom. She's watching that right now with Kona Dog. Okay. And then last note, does someone I knew earlier in life go on to become a female Elvis? Mia J, someone I kind of grew up with, she went on to swim in college while I did not. She dropped me as her friend on Facebook in 2010. The last time we saw each other was in June 2010, over 14 years ago. So I have not seen her, but I was like, she certainly had I wouldn't say that Elvis had sass, but she certainly had a kind of a tear down, everybody's inferior to her kind of sass. So, but there's a lot of that at the top and they're not nearly as notable nor as good as Elvis. So I don't know. But that was just like, I don't know. So anyway, there's my movie notes on Elvis 2022 film, 10 November 2024 viewing. And you're like, but what if he is your soulmate? And I'm like, well, I don't, if it was like an Elvis / the actor kind of thing, or how many lookalikes are there? What's the real name? So the name of the actor is Austin Butler. There you go. Okay, movie note. Those are my movie notes from me, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers, of Seattle to you, whether you're human or something else. It's all accepted here. So my movie notes. That's the wrong side of the movie. My movie notes on Elvis 2022 film, 10 November 2024 viewing.